go on to Lawrence Okolie versus Chris Billam-Smith. Did you say that you've seen any of this, or just bits of it?
Yeah. I jumped in and out real quick. Just shout out to Boxiana. Thanks for stopping by. Make sure you guys, first of all, like, subscribe to this channel. Just take that quick second. And also, when you have a moment, check out Queens of the Ring. You got Boxiana as well as Nick J. They do a very, very unique style of breaking down fights. So make sure you go ahead, take a look at them, like and subscribe to them as well. Yeah, this fight here, Lawrence Okolie has many tools, right? Well, I wouldn't say many tools, but he can definitely, he has length. He has, he will jab. And when he's uncomfortable on the inside, he will hold. I think that is what he's most known for, holding, right? Mm-hmm. And I knew this could be a great fight, or it can be a terrible fight. And it was unfortunately a terrible fight, but I was hoping Okolie would lose. Nothing personal. It's just his style. You're having a championship. We want to see great fights, and his style just, we feel deprived when we watch his fights. So Chris Billam-Smith, I knew if he got on the inside, he could do well. Gets actually 3 knockdowns, which I only saw one of them. Because the fight was so terrible, I stopped watching probably right around 8-9. 2-point deductions from Okolie. I remember I saw after the second point deduction, Okolie actually started to fight. I thought he lands a huge 2 after the second point deduction. But CBS, what a chin on that young man.
Yeah.
But then he starts mugging him, putting him in headlocks, and then the holding. I'm surprised he wasn't disqualified, especially after the second point deduction. But we got a new champion, and he has a loss against one of the better cruiserweights. I can never say his name.
Richard Riakporhe.
Yeah, it stinks that they're on separate, as we say here, at least in the States, sides of the street. But I mean, that rematch, if maybe CBS can get a couple wins. I mean, Riakporhe, I don't know who they're angling him for, because he's on Boxer, I believe.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
Or no, wait, is he? CBS and Okolie just left the Boxer, right? So,
that was Boxer last night.
So they're probably Queensberry, I'm assuming, huh?
Riakporhe might be, yeah. I don't know. I'm British. I can't follow.
Right? Yeah. No. Seriously, and especially nowadays, it seems the UK has become a carbon copy of the US. Just all this jumping around.
Yeah.
I want to be on this TV channel and such. But anyways, yeah, definitely. I'm glad CBS won. Okolie, I see moments of that he does well, but it's like, hey man, fight more, and you'll get, I think you'll get better results.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I had to catch this on a stream, and I only did so after I was reading on Twitter that Okolie had been knocked down. So I was like, oh, maybe it's worth having a look at this. So I was watching it just on a shoddy stream while I had the column card on my main TV, and it was just like you say. There's just flashes where you can see Okolie go for it, and he throws and he lands and he can look goodish, even given his style. And then out of nowhere he'll just then start holding and spoiling, and that's what he was known for years early in his career, for just spoiling to decision wins. And then he got a couple of, I think he went for a period of a couple of years where actually he started fighting decently and he looked better, and then people might have given him a bit more of a chance. But then last night's display was just awful. I think the 2 knockdowns that you wouldn't have seen weren't proper knockdowns, but he was leaning in to grab hold, and Billam-Smith was getting out of the way, kind of flicking a punch, and then he'd go down, and then the referee just counted it as a knockdown. And it was like, well, he's probably teaching him a lesson there, like stop trying to hold, and I'm giving this as a knockdown. So one final thing to say is on there we got a weird scorecard of 112, which is interesting given that the several knockdowns, the couple of point deductions. So I guess that judge must have seen Okolie winning, like, I don't know, 10-2 or 8-4 or something, and then
Yeah.
how he got to that score somehow.
Yeah, 5 points he lost, 3 knockdowns, 2-point deductions. So that means he had a 117, 112. That means 1 even round, and that he won. Yeah, he won 8 rounds with the 1 even. So 9 rounds where he earned 10 points.
10 points.
That's a travesty for sure.
Oh, that's crazy. You got to explain that one. The other 2 scorecards, 107, 116, and 108, 115. They're just incredible scores all around, really, aren't they? I said it last night in a tweet as well that, you know, Okolie's now he's got a loss there. His first loss professionally. He's lost his title. But who's going to want to fight him? Who's going to say, I want to fight Lawrence Okolie, because they know that style that he brings. It's not attractive. It's awkward. It's a risk for anyone, really. It's messy, and he's just not going to be an opponent that people are going to want to choose to have a shot at. So he might struggle getting fights in future, I think. And I think, in fact, you mentioned Boxer. I think he is with Boxer, and they were kind of pushing him as one of their bigger stars. And unfortunately, I guess that's not really going to pay off for them. Anyway, let's move on. On that undercard, and I saw that Sam Egginson had a good display, winning in 5 against undefeated Joe Pigford. So that's a very good win for Sam Egginson, everyone's favourite boxer, because he brings it. Talk about styles and good fights. Sam Egginson is always in a good fight. Lawrence Okolie should take note. But yeah, I think that was quite a big shock, because Pigford undefeated in 20. But I guess he's never faced anyone, you know, of that good caliber. And Sam Egginson's got good experience.
Was the underdog.
Yeah, he would have been. So that was a good win for Sam, who is 33-8 now. So I guess that might give him a bit more of a lease of life. And he's only young as well, Sam Egginson. I think he's mid-20s or late 20s. But he's got a lot of years on him in terms of boxing.
Yeah, y'all raised him up tough over there, man. Yeah, 33-8. US, never.